Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a good day. Today, I got a good one for you. I'm going to be replacing the carburetor on this Honda water pump. Bought it used, runs good until I let it sit for about 3 months. Went to go to use it, and yeah, I got it to run, but it just fell on its base. Unfortunately, I have another water pump, and I forgot to drain the water out of it, and it broke the housing for the pump. So I ended up taking the one off of this one and putting it on my other one, and that's the one I'm using now. So this one here, I diagnosed a carburetor issue with it. First I drained the gas, tried it, didn't solve the problem. Changed the plug, didn't solve the problem. Took the carb apart. Previous owner had silicone on the gasket O-ring, so I kind of knew right away something's going on in there. It was pretty dirty. Took the pilot out, that seemed to be plugged, so I decided to just go ahead and order aftermarket carburetor for it. Hopefully everything works on this one and it lines up. The only thing different is it has a looks like a air screw here. The other one does not. On the original one does not. So let's go ahead and take this carburetor off and put the new one on, and hopefully it'll run like it's supposed to. First thing I'm going to do is take the air cleaner off it. And I've had this air cleaner off once before. So, and also I took there was 3 bolts holding the motor to the unit here, so I took them out because I won't be able to get anything apart here. So let's go from there. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is want to take these 2 screws out, pull this housing off. Actually, there's 3 screws. Pull the housing off, and then I'll show you what I do from there. It's good to have a ratchet. Pretty basic. Working out in my trailer, and it's raining out today, so I'm hoping that the lighting is okay and the rain doesn't affect it too much. This should just come straight out without any issues, no big deal. It's just basic setup here. So I'm just going to set this down here. The only thing we're going to deal with now is the gas. The gas got a little hose connector there. I'm sure you can see it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pluck that and plug it, otherwise we're going to have gas running everywhere. And I'm going to use this wire to keep that out of my way. I'm going to use this little screw guy to plug it. Let's see what we got here. Line nose works good. Okay, got some gas coming out of there, which I pretty much knew was going to happen. I'm going to plug it, and then we're going to get this out of the way. Not a big deal. Find a rag to wipe up the gas. Had one. Here it is. Probably should have had that handy. I'll just keep it there for now. So now the carburetor should just pull off of here. Notice there's a gasket on here, So that's coming off. It's got to go back on. Let's see. Yep, the carb comes off. Now we got two little connectors right here. So the linkage for the governor, and then there's a governor spring. So you just take your long nose on the governor spring. That should be basic. Just kind of turn it. Try not to bend it. And then this wire rod will just pop up. Like so here. You just gotta pull the carb as far off as you can. Make sure the rod's straight, because you'll see what I'm talking about. Oop! Just came right up. Basic. The only thing we gotta change is this little lever guy. That's pretty easy. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on the new carb. Make sure that works, which it does. Gonna go ahead and set yep, the old gasket looks good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the governor rod in the new carburetor here. It's kind of, oh, well, this is kind of holding that up. So I'm just going to push that out of the way. There we go. Don't want to bend the governor rod by no way, shape, or form, because that's pretty bent. Now this here is not really going in like it should, but let's see here. There we go. Try not to force it, but you gotta get it in there. Put the governor spring back on. Kind of bend that around a little bit. Got that there. Still gotta hook up the gas line. Putting this gasket back on. Now I'm going to throw the gas line back on it right now because I think it's going to be a little easier. I'm going to pinch it so gas doesn't go everywhere like it did when I took it off. Okay, got that on good. And then the gas line kind of goes into its little, it's got like a little clamp that it goes onto there. No big deal. That looks good. Governor rod's on. Get the little carb out of my way. Gonna throw air cleaner back on, or housing here. It's got a little air tube here. Just goes in, so I'm gonna make sure that goes on as we put this in. That looks good. Get this wire out of the way. One bolt on top, 10 mil, 2 nuts. We're going in. Recommend gloves. Hopefully you guys can pretty much see what I'm doing. The lighting in here isn't the greatest, like I said. I apologize. Hopefully the volume or you can hear what I'm saying. I'm just gonna crank it up, just snug it. These air ratchets are or the electric ratchet, pretty strong. Don't want to break any bolts. I've seen guys snap off a 10 mil real quick. And then what do you got? Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna have to use this by hand. Can't find my ratchet. Just want to snug it up. Don't want to get crazy. That one's already good. So, what do we got left? That's it. I just noticed the air cleaner not good. The foam in here is deteriorating, and who knows, maybe some of that got in the old carburetor. So I'm not putting this on. I'm gonna have to order it, not a big deal, but yeah, I don't want to clog the new carburetor up with it. So we're just gonna go ahead and see if this thing runs without the air cleaner, which I'm sure it can run for a while, but obviously you don't want to be running it without out in the out in service and getting dirt down it. So let's see, we're gonna turn the gas on, make sure we ain't got no leaks, and I don't see any. Put this back. I'm going to put one bolt in just to make sure. I'll put one bolt back in the engine harness cradle here. See if we can get it to drop in there. 13 millimeter. Just putting that back in for safety. Don't want the engine jumping all over the place. And I'll put the other two back in later, just for to make the videos a little less long. So yeah, I got the choke on, throttle is where it was. Make sure the throttle works. Throttle's working. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fire it up in here just for a second, make sure it runs. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's turn it on, which it was. Got the gas on, got it choked. Guess what? That took care of it. That took care of the problem. It was surging before. It wasn't running very good. When the water pump finally kicked in, it quit. It wouldn't run under load. So, yeah, I'm happy with the carburetor. Night and day. It was about, I'm trying to think how much, maybe 20, 25 bucks on eBay, I believe I got it. I'm not even going to adjust this little air screw because it looks like it's running just fine. Once I get the air cleaner back on it and it's running, get it up to temperature, maybe if it needs adjustment, I will adjust it. But yeah, the old carburetor showing its age. Maybe I can use something on it someday, but these aftermarket carburetors are pretty decent. I got lucky on this one. I've had other ones that didn't work for like riding lawnmowers and stuff, but this one's good. So for the sake of the video, I'm just going to shut her down, but yeah, we got it. I'm going to put the rest of the bolts back in the cradle here, order the air cleaner, which is a must. This is totally trash. they don't last very long over age. They get old, and this is totally messed up. I don't know, did I show you? Look at that air cleaner, it's all holy, and I guarantee some crap got into the carburetor, and that's why it's not running good. But like I say, the pilot jet was all messed up, and once that gets clogged, you either got to replace the pilot or replace the carburetor. Just, I mean, for 20 bucks, it was pretty much a no-brainer. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you commenting. Maybe I did something I could do better. Leave a comment, yeah, and then ring the bell and subscribe. That'll help me grow my channel, and everybody's happy. So on the next video, I might do a for sale video on a Trans Am I'm working on, so that could be the next one, or I'll get around to that one, but I got other videos in mind, so I hope you like this one, and I'll catch you on the next video.